Chatham Hills, and they will be hosting their prestigious individual championship here in our city, in this central Indiana region, and we are just really, really honored and proud and excited to have everybody here today. So this morning we'll hear from a number of speakers, including Steve Hankey of Hankey Development, Mayor Scott Willis from the city of Westfield, as well as Karen Radcliffe from Visit Hamilton County. So after the announcement, the speakers will be available for interviews, and we're happy to provide additional media information as well as course details, which are available in the back. So thank you very much. At this time, it's a pleasure to introduce Steve Hankey, my father, who I also work with, and I'm just truly honored. So thank you very much.
What an honor to follow my daughter. Thank you, dear. Thank you. First of all, welcome all of you to Chatham Hills. We are so excited today to bring this announcement to you that LIV Golf will bring their championship tournament to Chatham Hills in 2025. The event will take place August 15th to the 17th, and we're thrilled with the amount of players and the number of players that are coming. LIV, by the way, if you're not aware what LIV really stands for, LIV is the Roman numerals for 54. Why 54? There are 54 holes that they play. They play three-day tournament, and there are 54 players. Many of the top professional golfers in the world will be here in Westfield, Indiana, at this tournament. The tournament includes Brooks Koepka, Bryson DeChambeau, John Rahm, Phil Mickelson, Dustin Johnson, and many others. And it's managed by their CEO, Greg Norman. Greg Norman is an incredible individual. We've had the pleasure of working with him over the last 6 or 7 months. And for some of you newer, younger people, Greg Norman was the #1 golfer in the world for over 6 years in the 80s and 90s. So with those elite golfers coming, one of the special things about this and what they really liked is Pete Dye's last course that he designed and built. I've had the honor to work with Pete Dye for probably 400 or 500 hours over the years. We built and designed Bridgewater together, built and designed this course together, and he was able to design our course at Holiday Farms. He was physically unable to build that course, but that was probably his last course design. As I said, what an honor it was to work with Pete, 400 or 500 hours. I can remember so many stories. We were standing in this very spot when I first brought Pete out to show him this property. As you can see from here, it's just incredible property. I was so excited to show it to him and say, Pete, what do you think of this property? And we're sitting right here in my truck, and Pete says, first thing is, where's the damn water go? Where's the water go? And drainage was his issue. He didn't care about the course at first. Where's it go? So we had to drive over to 31 and show him where the culvert was that went under 31 so he could determine how many lakes he needed to have here for retention. There were times when on the, for instance, on the 16th green here, the green was already built. The undulation was already set in the base of the ground, and Pete goes out and looks at it. He looks up the trees, looks down at the hole, already built, looks up the trees again, and says, move the damn hole over 20 feet. 20 feet. We had a new course superintendent that day. The course superintendent, he looks at the superintendent and he says, move it over, right? And sheepishly, the superintendent says, right. He goes, right? He goes, right. So at any rate, Pete was so involved with everything here. He's probably out here 40 times and probably about 4 hours at a time. We always had to have, on the completion, his favorite sandwich for him, which was a Subway turkey sandwich. This is not a Subway commercial, but it was a Subway turkey sandwich and 2 dilly bars. He always would say, don't tell Alice I had 2, I only had 1. Pete and Greg Norman were also really good friends. Pete helped Greg Norman get started in the golf architect business and design. In fact, I was talking to Pete's son just in the last couple of days, and he said, oh yeah, Pete Pete and Greg were great friends, but I think Pete liked my mom even more. And he relayed to me that Pete had hired a superintendent for his projects and said to the superintendent, "You're no longer with me, you're going to work with Greg. Greg needs your help more than I do." So at any rate, the strong relationship, and Greg's really big thing on this too is we're making some course renovations and some enhancements, but Greg said, "I respect Pete, I do not want to change this course at all. I want this course to be same Pete Dye," and so he had very sentimental attachments to him. How did this all begin? This all began almost 7 months ago when we were contacted that LIV might have an interest in bringing a project here. And so LIV sent people in, they looked at our course. There were a lot of factors that went into this. There were a lot of other cities that were also competing for this, but they came to us, and the demographics showed that Indianapolis was a strong location to have an event such as this. They looked at the course. They loved the course. Chad Allen here, who's our superintendent, they admired it. Incredible shape the course was. They looked at our staff, and our staff was welcoming, and we have one of the greatest staffs anyone could have. They also looked at the clubhouse. They said they rated the clubhouse an 11 on a scale of 1 to 10, and so that was a big factor in coming here. Member support was also a big factor. They looked at do the members want to have this, and are the members excited about this? But also equally important to them was, does the city support this? And the city was overwhelmingly supportive of this. And in fact, when we heard that they were coming in to actually meet with us, they wanted to meet the mayor if they possibly could. Mayor Willis, who is here and going to be speaking after me, was in Houston, Texas at the time at a conference. And so I called him the night before, and I said, "Mayor, we have a big event. We have a big event that may be coming here. I really need your presence. Any chance you can be here?" He said, "I'm in Houston, Texas." And he said, "When do you need me?" I said, "Tomorrow morning." And he said, "No problem." Canceled his conference, caught a flight out that night, and was here the next day. Made a huge impression on them, and found out that the mayor actually was serving in the service in almost the same location as Greg Norman grew up in Australia. We're making some course enhancements, as I said. Nothing to really change the course other than we're adding some bunkers to it, and we're adding some length, about 250 yards. We're also expanding the range to have more capacity. Those of you who have been to LIV events know that all the players are on the range at the same time, which is a big event, because instead of someone teeing off at 8 a.m., someone teeing off at 8:10, whatever, you have a few players here and there. They're all on the range at the same time. We have been to a number of locations to see their events. We've developed a great relationship with all of the people at LIV. We went to Houston to see the event there. We went to Dallas. We went to Nashville. Clint Cushman here has been all over the place. So there's Clint, our general manager. Clint has been in almost every event I think they've had, including Chicago and Greenbrier and everything. So it's an incredible event. The first time you go, you look at it and say, "Oh my God, this is crazy, so much fun." People are cheering, and just everybody's having just a fabulous time. So that's one of the really big things that when you experience and see it, you want to go back more. I was talking at the event in Dallas to a couple people I just met, and the people, two guys said, "Oh my God," they said, "we've been to a number of other PGA events, but this is over the top. We absolutely love this." So I want to thank Mayor Willis, definitely. This probably would not be happening not for Mayor Willis and the support. Karen Radcliffe, who's also going to be speaking with Hamilton County Convention and Visitors Bureau. I think it's called Visit Hamilton County now, something. And Jeff is here with Indiana Sports Corp, Jeff Hintz, and Hamilton County Sports Authority. So Our staff is full of enthusiasm. We're all excited. We can't wait to get this going. We've, as I said, been working on this 6 or 7 months. We couldn't wait to announce this. We have talked informally to our members because I had to begin construction work, so we had to let our members at least know what's going on. I talked to Liv. Liv said, yes, you know, you can tell your members, and of course a little bit of that then got out. So I think it's really, this is a really important event, and I think it's hard to understand the magnitude of what this is and what this brings to Hamilton County, to Westfield, and to the state of Indiana. We are joining other locations next year, including a location in Australia, a location in Spain, Great Britain, Korea, Dallas, Chicago, and Westfield, Indiana. So we are so excited. We're thrilled. LIV Golf has chosen Holiday Farm, chosen Chatham Hills. Maybe another time. Sorry, Holly. In Westfield, and we plan to show an amazing event for all these elite top golfers in the world, as well as the fans. And we know that everyone will have an incredible fun time. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much. As you can tell, we haven't slept a lot in a couple days, so we'll give you that name mix up. But thank you to Steve, and then as he mentioned so eloquently, we truly would not be here without the support of so many community members, including the City of Westfield under the leadership of Mayor Scott Willis. So I am proud to introduce Mayor Scott Willis. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody, for being here this morning. It's truly an honor to be here to celebrate an exciting chapter in Westfield's future. As Steve mentioned, Westfield will have the incredible opportunity to host a LIV Golf tournament here at Chatham Hills. This is a major milestone for our city and for all of Central Indiana, and I couldn't be more excited for what this means for our community. LIV Golf's decision to bring its premier event to Indianapolis, and specifically to Chatham Hills, is a testament to a unique blend of hospitality, world-class facilities, and beauty that Westfield has to offer. It's a recognition that our city is not just a great place to be, but also a dynamic and growing destination for tourism, entertainment, and sports. This event will shine on an international spotlight on our city, and I believe it will forever change the way the world views Westfield. We know that LIV Golf is not just a tournament, it's a global spectacle. The eyes of the world will be on Central Indiana, and Westfield will be front and center. With an estimated 25,000 attendees over the 3-day event, we will welcome visitors from all corners of the globe. This is an incredible opportunity to showcase our community's charm, our hospitality, and the incredible quality of life that makes Westfield such a special place to live and work. The economic impact of hosting LIV Golf in Westfield is expected to be substantial. Low estimates are around the 21 million mark, with higher projections reaching as much as $29 million. This kind of impact will ripple throughout our local economy, from the hotels, restaurants, and retailers that will see an increase in demand, to the jobs that will be created in preparation for the event itself. We are anticipating approximately 3,880 room nights throughout the weekend, which means not only more visitors, but also increased business for our local hospitality industry. Whether it's a local restaurant filled with visitors after a round of golf or a hotel room booked for the weekend, the effects will be felt across the entire region. Timing is perfect, as the tournament will kick off shortly after Colts Camp and during a lull at Graham Park due to the start of the school year. But this just isn't about economic impact, it's about opportunity. For the businesses in Westfield and surrounding communities, it's a chance to network, to connect with visitors, and to be part of a world-class event. For our residents, it's an opportunity to see the best golfers in the world up close and personal, right here literally in their own backyard. And let's not forget the long-term benefits. Hosting LIV Golf will leave a lasting legacy in Westfield, helping to build our reputation as a premier destination for sports, tourism, and major events. This exposure we'll gain from this event will create future opportunities for similar high-profile events, which will only continue to grow our local economy and attract new businesses, residents, and visitors to our community. It's an investment in Westfield's future, a future that is bright, dynamic, and full of potential. In closing, I want to thank LIV Golf for selecting Westfield as the host city for this prestigious event. I also want to thank some of our partners who made this possible. First off, Karen Radcliffe and the Hamilton County Tourism Office. Your guidance and cooperation in supporting the event and getting us the data we needed, quite frankly, to make an informed decision around economic incentives was absolutely vital that got us to the finish line. To Indy Sports Corp, Indiana Sports Corp, absolute professionals, and the knowledge and experience they brought to the table was game-changing. We couldn't have done it without you. I want to thank my city council for the support financially and the incentives that we offered up. It's truly been a collaborative event over the past 10 months here in our city, and have all been in office during that time period, and we're seeing the fruits of that labor here today with LIV Golf. And of course, Steve Hinkie, and the entire Hinkie development. As Steve mentioned, I was in Houston when I got the call. Needless to say, when Steve calls, you drop everything and you come running. And that's exactly what I did. And ironically enough, I was in Texas this week when I found out we were breaking it today. And once again, I had to leave early to get back. I'm just going to start booking monthly trips to Texas because good things happen when I go there. But Steve, you're truly an amazing man. Your charm, your commitment to excellence, and everything you do was certainly the secret sauce in us getting LIV here for the event. We appreciate the investment this will bring to our community, not just during the event, but long after. Again, to LIV Golf, thank you for the opportunity and your faith in us. I look forward to seeing you all at Chatham Hills in August and to watching our city shine on the international stage.
Thank you again, Mayor Wells. We really appreciate it. Just to further echo a number of the things that have been mentioned here today, one thing in particular when you talked about opportunity, something that we really valued when we went and visited some of these events was the engagement. And I think everyone will be surprised to see how entertaining and how approachable golf is made in an environment where it feels comfortable to come experience it. I had the opportunity to bring my 9-year-old and 6-year-old to the LIV Nashville event because I wanted to truly see if their approach to making things more family friendly and making it more approachable as somebody who's not a great golfer really stood up. And my kids were ecstatic. They enjoyed it thoroughly. They frequently made comments that they thought they would get in trouble. I think with being with seeing players, but players were actually extremely warm and welcoming. LIV made special arrangements for not my kids, but any child who wanted to go stand next to the tee box. They have an area that they call Little Sharks. I think people who attend this event will find there's numerous opportunities like that they seek out kids so that these kids can see golf and experience it. They had volunteers helping to move adults away from the ropes near greens so that kids could come sit there. And anyone who's had children at a golf tournament knows that's always a little awkward to move adults out of the way, and volunteers were there to assist doing that. It was these little touches that made a huge impact on not only me, but our family when we went and experienced that. And we knew that that would resonate so well with this environment. So it was real, it was genuine, and we were just really, confident that that was going to be, something that would further build on the sports tourism and the sports hospitality that's been built here in Westfield that is so focused on youth sports and growing that game. A number of the LIV representatives who have been in sports and have decades of experience working in, PGA, USGA, NFL, Premier League, F1 racing. We heard so many comments about our city. They'd been here for Super Bowls. They had been here for the Olympics. They had relatives that worked on the Olympics committee. There were so many people that were very familiar with the sports background here Indianapolis, but weren't as familiar with the youth sports empire that has really been built here in Westfield. And that was something they were extremely excited to dig in and learn more about and create opportunities. They will be doing that. They'll have fan villages here. They'll have different experiences for kids to be up close with players. And we're just really, really excited to continue to build upon what this community has already invested so much in and create this wonderful experience. I think we'll find many kids, just smiling ear to ear when they see, Bryson and Brooks, here in Westfield, in Hamilton County, for this tremendous event. So thank you so much. We are so excited. And at this time, I'd like to welcome Karen Radcliffe, the Chief Strategy Officer with Hamilton County Tourism. Thank you all.
Well, I just want to start by saying that, that conference that Steve talked about, grabbing the mayor away from, that was my conference. And quite frankly, I was a little ticked off that I didn't have the mayor at my conference for a couple days until the mayor called me the next morning and told me about this great opportunity, and then I got over myself. So thank you, Steve, for surprising me. Oh my goodness, over the last 15 years, I think, of all these great announcements that we've been able to do together. And thanks, Betsy, for that warm introduction. The Hamilton County Sports Authority and Visit Hamilton County are pleased to support LIV Golf at Chatham Hills in Westfield, Indiana. Hamilton County has had a long history of hosting the best in golf, whether it has been, if you remember, rookie alternate John Daly and his historic win at the 73rd PGA Championships, the United States women's team prevailing in the 2005 Solheim Cup, countless NCAA championship athletes making their way to #1, or record-setting FedEx Cups and Senior Opens. Hamilton County shows up for golf, and we will show up again next year for LIV at Chatham. Golf has not only been a way of life in Hamilton County, it has also been an important spectator sport and tourism driver. Tourism drives $1 billion in economic activity in Hamilton County each year, and we expect LIV Golf to contribute to that number substantially. It is our hope to be on top of the attendance charts. I'm a little competitive. At the top of the attendance charts among the 2025 U.S. LIV Golf locations, and Visit Hamilton County and Hamilton County Sports Authority will do our part to get us on top. As is the culture in this Hoosier state to welcome the world and show how sport can be a catalyst for transformation, the Hamilton County Sports Authority will also manage a host committee to support initiatives around LIV Golf, including communications, public safety and transportation, event experience, hospitality, corporate social responsibility, and volunteers. So more information on those programs will be posted on hamiltoncountysports.com. We are excited to host another major golf championship in Hamilton County and prove to the world once again that Hamilton County is where champions come to play. Welcome, LIV Golf.
Thank you so much. So with that, thank you, Karen. Thanks again for our speakers, and truly thank you to our local media and others for attending. It means a lot to have your support here today, and we are really, really excited for not only our city, but this really puts our state in such a high perspective for so many others with sports as we just continue to build on what we've done in our past. So thank you very much. Just a reminder that some of our speakers will be available for interviews, and we also have information on the back ledge over there about the course, as well as a QR code with media and B-roll that we took before we did construction. So if you need that, that was professionally done by a golf course drone videographer. So we have that available. It's all accessible that way, or you're welcome to contact one of us. So that time, our team wants to just thank you very much on behalf of myself, Steve, Hankey Development Group, Brandon Snell, our head of golf, Chad Allen, Diana, and so many others in this room. Thank you so much for being here. And my brother Brett, thank you.